Who will feed America? That is the question being asked of the agricultural industry today. As an institution, farming is in a dangerous decline. With an average age of 58, today's farmer seems to have no one to pass his trade on to. Their sons are not carrying on the family tradition, opting for more secure paths to prosperity. In April, Newsweek's cover page read, "Death on the Farm." The report stated, American farmers are a dying breed. Many of them are giving up, saying they are overwhelmed and worn out. The farm is on the auction block because its children lack the passion to pursue its purpose. If Adam wanted the very best, he'd have to work for it. If he desired a harvest, his hands would have to be involved in producing it. Without him, the world would have been less beneficial to the generation that followed after. You see, Adam was the only thing that stood between the creation and the curse. The historical fact of paradise did not ensure any future prospect of prosperity. Today's harvest is not perpetuated by last year's bumper crop. Just because the field produced in the past doesn't guarantee that it will of itself produce in the future. Jesus said, "The kingdom of heaven is likened to a man which sowed good seed in his field." Good seed produces after its own kind. Thus it is true, you reap what you sow. Looking at the landscape around us, it is abundantly clear that many are not sowing the right kind of seed. Hollywood isn't. Record companies certainly aren't. Educational institutions scatter their own variety of seeds. Politicians seem to plant a generic sort that buds into any flower the soil demands. Modern Christianity sows the kind of seed that produces fruit that looks good, yet it's soft and lacks substance. Social media is broadcasting much seed, most of it producing hate and confusion. And fashion certainly isn't producing anything worthwhile either. Bad roots produce bad fruits. What is the church planning? We can't rely on the past to perpetuate today's harvest. We can't depend upon yesterday's revival to revive its own self. We cannot live by the spirit of our predecessors. If the farm survives, if it thrives, it's because some sons put their shoulder to the plow and press forward toward their own harvest. The General Sunday School Division understands that we can't afford to live off of the past alone. We're inspired by it, we're encouraged by it, and we're challenged by it, but we cannot be sustained by it forever. The General Sunday School Division is working to ensure the headlines never read, "Death in the Church." Our mission is to save our children. We are propelled with purpose. We exist to ensure the harvest. This division is planting good seed. Children are a product of their environment. They become whatever is planted within them. Communities across our nation are dying because of what is being put into their children. Poverty, crime, and apathy are on the rise because of the hate that is being sown into young hearts. Children are being lost because of what the world is planting in them. Ladies and gentlemen, aside from Christ, we are the only thing standing between the children and the curse. What if you were the only hope that our children would ever get a glimpse of heaven? Would you put your shoulder to the plow? Would you get your hands dirty? Would you work to ensure that their lives were not consumed by tares, thorns, and thistles? I say let the church arise and let us get our work clothes on. Tomorrow's harvest depends on what we plant today. We are investing in futures, and the work is of utmost importance. I challenge you to join with us. 2015 will produce a great harvest if we will sow good seed.